Hello there. I really was not keeping track of time. I was working on my little battleship here. I need to edit some info on the stream. I'm editing the title of it. Not really going to be a super entertaining stream, but oh well. One of my followers was wanting to do multiplayer, so I was thinking of bringing this into multiplayer, and it so far costs quite a lot, and I still haven't really done much. It's nowhere near done. But the railgun is a high explosive anti-tank fragmentary, and so against this guy, which is one of the earlier versions, against the heavy armor, it deletes it. It completely ripped off all that heavy armor. And so I'm hoping to be able to spawn this in the Netter campaign, mainly because I think the reason why my game was crashing so much is that I have too many vehicles in play. So I'm wanting to replace uh, my Crocodile battleship and my Type 3, well, and some of my Tornado destroyers. So I'm wanting the rear gun here to be a large caliber cram cannon with a lot of pellets, and then hopefully a big particle cannon up here and a laser for more munition defense. Because currently I have 8, no, 16 small launchers that are all missile interceptors, but I kind of want to keep this thing for quite a while, and I do not want to have to remake something this expensive all over again. So cram cannon. I don't know if I should do one gun. I think I'll just do one really big gun. And this gun will not shoot upwards. So 140 centimeter, that probably ought to be good. Uh, to reduce the recoil a little bit. It's going to reduce the speed of the shell, so I'm not going to do much. There. 2 probably ought to work. Alright, so now need to outline the full size of the cannon. Change target. Alright, so now Packers. So I do want some hardener pellets, mainly to give it some health. That way, the missile interception equipment that some boats have that also go after cram shells won't. At least, well, not, they won't, but they'll do less damage. That's the main thing I'm worried about. Probably enough HE, so fragmentary now. Main reason why I want fragmentation pellets is that they have quite a lot of armor piercing for what they are. And so if it hits an object, then it should do a lot of damage extra. Like, they'll pierce through the target independently and just go deeper into the enemy's hull. And so hopefully, when they do that, they might damage something very important, like ammunition or something else. Let's see, payload compactor. So 798 pellets, kinetic, explosive. Needs more damage. The more payload packers that I have pellets on them, the faster it reloads. But it makes it a lot more expensive, because the pellets are 180 per pellet container thing. But in the campaign, I do have just a lot of resources that I can pile together. Yeah, I'll do some incendiary. There's probably a debuff with the if you have multiple different types of pellets, but I don't care. Reload rate down to 10 seconds. Yep. Reduction for each stuff. So that's probably enough incendiary. Actually, I don't even need that much incendiary. Fire fuel. Yeah, that's probably enough. So now more frag. Okay, it needs more hardeners. I think this will be the last set. It's getting pretty expensive. Maybe even just one extra set. Yeah, that's probably good enough. So I can put a lot of armor on that. Might as... So it's got a really good fire right now. Laser targeter, and I need both of these. Fusing box. I'm going to do that. Because the hardeners are entirely just for... Their entire purpose is to give it the shells more health. Maybe I should put more compactors. That reduces fire rate, right? But it increases everything. Alright, that should work. Shell speed 250. That should work. That's quite a lot of recoil, but oh well. Now it's time for armor. Ooh. Ah. that will help to make sure that this all stays connected. So if this main column gets taken out by like heat, then it won't be as bad. That there will work as spaced armor. Most of the hits are probably going to be on the front and sides, so I won't armor up the back as much. This space pocket helps to reduce the amount of heat and HESH damage to the internals, because the air diffuses the heat jet or the HESH fragments. Which essentially just keeps it from damaging any important components. So that there should work. I don't think this very bottom doesn't need much armor, mainly because this thing sits low, really low in the water. I think it might actually sit a little bit too low. It would be faster to use the beams, the 4-meter beams, but I don't think that's much better for armor. I know it still counts for the amount of health of like placing each individual block, but I don't know if it just... Like, the main thing I'm worried about is if it hits the beam, it'll take out 4 blocks, only hitting one spot. I don't know if I should put heavy armor on the front of this down below. I think I might just coat all that in heavy armor. At least this front and side. Has a little armored mantlet now. I think I'll just make this a little 1-block wedge around the sides. Ooh, I probably ought to have spaced armor on the front. I'm gonna disable connection rules again. That'll make it a lot easier to build. Okay, I don't know where the lag is coming from. I think I might be making this thing too big for my computer. Inverted, and that, and then I can continue this little bottom lip. I think I might just have it end there and just be a flat end. Thankfully, the barrel can be cheesed, and it will just go through these blocks. Even though it doesn't look like it can, it just will, through sheer force. Adjust that to 2 cram settings. Minimum packing. Let's just go... No, it's got a really good fire rate. I think I already have the missiles bound to 4, so I'll have to readjust that. Yep, all the missiles are bound to 4. That looks pretty okay. It's got a unique look to it. I don't know if I should close in the back. Maybe not all the way. Just a little bit like that. And probably around these edges. Just a little bit. There. Ooh, is it too high up? Nope, that's perfect. Right? No, it is not. Dang. Okay, I'll just move those up then. It's not gonna be perfectly parallel to the front, but oh well. Might as well connect this up. Still moves pretty fast. That's good to see. But here's what the oh yeah, I already showed that. Dementia. I don't know how to get railguns to fire the clip, because it doesn't seem to do that. It seems to reload the clip, like, before it... I don't know. So the autoloader says it has 7 rounds, but it only fires 1 round, and then doesn't do anything. So it takes a minute for it to fire. No, a minute for the autoloader to reload. Then how long does it take it to reload a rack? So next reload. So the clips just reduce the loading time. So then how fast does it load a clip? Because shouldn't it fire all the rounds from the clip? Because it still says it's reloading. APS. Low aiming arcs. Railgun. Maximum energy per shot. So is all the extra clips useless? Like the rounds that they have in them? Because it seems to reload the clip in the same amount of time it takes to reload the gun. $158. So it takes over 2 minutes to load a single round in it. And it takes under a minute to reload the gun. Okay. So that's what it is. So about every minute, this gun can fire a barrage of 14 rounds, 7 from each gun. They are highly devastating rounds that punch through heavy armor. Now if it was just its only gun, that'd be pretty bad. But since I'm also having a cram cannon, I'm wanting it to be broadside, to use the broadside AI, and it's also having a pack cannon, that'll make this thing highly effective. It should, yeah, because this can fire about, the cram cannon can fire about 6 times in the time it takes to fire 14 rounds. So that's pretty good, actually. 14 rounds of the high explosive anti-tank fragmentary, which demolishes the heavy armor, and then 6 rounds of the cram. Plus a pack cannon that'd probably be charging every 10 seconds. That'd be highly effective. Okay, so this charges 3,600 a second, so I need this. Okay, so that turbine generator is barely enough to run the railgun. I'll put an additional tracker on this, just like I did with that other turret. That mainly allows it to be able to fire. Well, it's just more redundancy. It's not gonna have a detection system because hopefully I just have enough detection systems that hopefully it'll still have a detector. So this turret should be alright. There we go. So that, plus all these missiles. And how much does it cost? 300,000. Wonder if I should save this as just the Type 1. And just have another variant that has the pack cannon and lasers. Not the... Yeah. I think I should. Because that way, if I end up having to use not as much resources, because this is still a lot of firepower. There's 323,000 materials. In the campaign, I can already spawn in 2 of these. Oh, I still don't have the movement yet. So it'll probably be a little bit more. Well, let's see. How does the pack cannon do against, let's say, heavy armor? Look at that. Okay, so that obliterated the light armor. And damaged a lot of the wood. Plus, started a decent fire. So if something had a lot of wood, the fire would definitely just smoke through it. And is it already reloaded? Yep. Let's see, how about heavy armor? It just broke the heavy armor. Okay, this thing can definitely pack a punch. And that's just the single gun. Both of them combined with the missiles. That'd be a lot. Yeah, 12,000 kinetic, 3,000 explosive. I don't know if that's really good or not, but it seems to be punching through armor. Ooh, that was a better hit. So yeah, the fire does... Geez, the fire does a lot of damage. So every 4 seconds, it does several thousand damage. Not every 10 seconds. I'm going to reduce that fragmentation cone to 30. Ooh, incendiary intensity. Let's do 10. Oh, okay. Half. So now the fuel... Now it has less fuel, right? Yeah. But now it's a 30 intensity fire. Still just absolutely crumps that heavy armor. Okay, it didn't go through as much. But that fire sure is burning the heck out of that heavy armor. And the light alloy. And that seems to be pretty stable. I don't think it's going to move real fast. Oh, that's one gun gone. So yeah, that just demolishes the guns. And this would be hitting at about the same time as the cram cannon hits some of the knives. So that's quite a lot of fragments. They both punch a lot of holes. That is devastating. Oh, I still need to adjust the AI up here. Okay, so this AI is not going to be as well protected on the top. I'll probably should coat those in heavy armor. They are the detection components. That gun's still loading. Let's see, how about dead front? Doesn't have any oxidizers, so yeah, no fires. Oh, that hit the turret. That hit the ammo. Yeah, so that heat frag is just devastating to armor. And the cram is more devastating to lighter stuff. But that's still a lot of damage, firing every 10 seconds. Plus, that's fire. So this thing might be able to just demolish smaller vehicles if I do encounter them. That's gonna go over. Plus the missiles. This thing has a lot of firepower. And that does make sense. It is 320,000. That estimate isn't super accurate. Actually, it would be in battle. Because I do have these up here, which I have to set up, which are essentially just decoys. They have pretty decent strength radar decoys and heat decoy. But so far, they're only manual fire.
Receiving. Receiving.
Jeez, but this thing's just a monster. Alright, I'll save this. And I'll save it again and call it the Type 2. And that'll be the more expensive version with the additional turrets. But with this, since it's not going to have a laser interception system, I think I'll add more missile interceptors. And then I need to get started on the missile decoy AI. should I just do... I'll do 4 more launchers. Staggered fire. Let's go 2. That way it doesn't just waste a bunch of them. Have to paste this over there. Just back to 0.2. That should be it. Nope. Need to adjust that to 180. Actually, 90. That way it doesn't try to shoot at a missile on this side, because that might just be a waste, since I don't think they'll be fast enough. Actually, let's see. What range does it engage at? Doesn't really need a failsafe. Yeah, it doesn't really need to check this construct or other constructs. I don't think it doesn't need any rule sets, but I might set one later if I learn something. So no idle aim. Alright, so now I can add back these. I'm just going to make the front 4. I know I had it 2 before, but this is just better aerodynamics, which makes it slightly faster, potentially. Because if I open up the drag, it's a lot better than the 2 meter. I don't think it's really going to go at too high of a top speed, entirely because of the sheer weight of it. Does it say weight? Yeah, 623,000. That's quite a lot. So this will be the Type 1. Jeez, 331,000. I can still have multiple of these, which have extremely good guns. And it has missiles. Now, what should I do for the propulsion? I wonder if I should just do jets. Nah, I don't think I have enough room. Wait a minute. No, there's no real easy way to defend them. Oh. Like, I do have a lot of engine power, so I might have to put some roll control. Probably some pitch control as well. I'll have to use these jets for the first time ever. How much health? Okay, so they don't cost as much as a... Oh. They don't have as much health. They have the same armor and same cost, but not as much health. Do they have the armor bonus? Don't think they do. No. This'll look better. Oh, I should probably set them up first. Okay, manual control. Wait. Turn off automatic control for all propulsion. So, Turner. And which roll? So, roll right. No, roll left. Oh, hello, McTinney. Yeah, one second. Let me set up these engines. Would you be alright if we, work on this? Because, where I am in the campaign, I found out... Well, I found out why I have so much trouble with, crashing. It's entirely because of the fact that all of my... well, it's entirely because of the fact that I try to have too many vehicles. So roll right, roll left. I'm only doing this for one. So that should work. I'll get these jet engines set up and then I'll do a multiplayer. Wait, no, that should be roll right. And these should be roll left? No. I just saw the spread to neighbors. Yeah. So that all's correct. So now... Jeez. I need more. Because this is yawing left. The roll... Okay, roll is fine. I think I might just set all those to roll. Alright, main menu. Host. Host game. God, that thing is massive. So all the jets, I think it'd be better if the jets were just roll. Oh yeah, the front? Yeah, that's for accuracy. Because I want this thing to be kind of like an actual battleship. But with the greater accuracy, it's just better. But hey, it's my first time using the railguns. So that's neat. This one, I think all I need to do now is just allow it, give it some movement. What did you say? I was in the build menu. Hey, how do you open chat? Okay, there we go. Well, I kind of want it to be heavy. I kind of want this thing to sit about where it is. Since the lower down in the hole it is, well, the lower down in the water it is, the less I kind of have to armor. Because now all I have to armor is just this upper part. That's the entire reason why I made it so tall, and that's the reason why the crocodile-like battleship does so well. The roll should work now, but I think I just might need to just put a lot more. What do you think would be the best way to move this? I was kinda leaning towards steam engines. Since this will be in the campaign, I was just wondering if putting it out of play removes the, like, speed. Not speed, the, makes it so that they can actually sit still. I'm pretty okay with the frontal armor. I think it'll work. But I'm just hoping to just overpower the enemy. Oh, I also need to set up... Do you know how to set up the missile decoys? Okay. Uh, the only missiles that are on harpoons, can you try to set them up for just being shot up? Because I want them to just attract the missiles away from the main body, and so they have a bunch of radar and sticky flare processors. It doesn't have any AI on it yet. The missiles are pretty basic, and I don't know if they're exactly good. Okay, the roll works. But they use 2,000 energy? Jeez. Oh, do I have to move the material gatherers? I think I do. Yep. How high up do they have to be? Okay, that's good. Wait, is that still? Is that still too tall? Is that still too short? I'd rather just keep the medium missiles as they are. I mean, if they're not super... As long as they get rid of some of the missiles and allow the large, small, or the large missile interceptors to hit the missiles a little bit more reliably, that'd be nice. One second. Wait, why is the balance off? Okay, I need to go check something real quick. I'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry about that. One of my baby guineas got out. Oh, hello, random person. Welcome to the stream. What? Yeah, that'd probably be better. Only do the top side in heavy armor, because keep in mind how low down this is. And it has like several... There are several layers of armor. Yeah, there's two. That is really slow. It doesn't... The ammunition doesn't need that much heavy armor. Because, like I said, it has an additional 2 layers of armor on the outer edge. And not much of it sticks up. The lower sides can be... Like, the very lower sides can be metal. Because I still kind of want to make this thing cheap. Does putting a high RPM shaft on a low RPM shaft produce more torque with like a transmission? Why? Oh. Okay, there it is. You know, I never read that. Okay, I didn't know how they worked. I thought that they, like, just absorbed the EMP. Are medium transmissions meant to go with the automated block? The... Where the heck is it? ACB? What exactly does the transmission do? Does it entirely just change the rotation speed? Okay. Does it...
Okay, it needs pitch control, it looks like. That's a pretty good speed for something that weighs as much as this. Keep in mind the AI... no. There, it's saved now. Ooh. So that's the large missiles now. Okay, why didn't these shoot at their cram shells? Did I not set them up correctly? Oh, they did? Okay, I must not have seen it. What, the missiles? My, missile interceptors? Oh. Okay, I definitely need to... I can probably move them down into the little side wings. I was wanting, like, additional turrets in those side wings, but I made them kind of too small for that. Yeah. That would definitely be better. The cram shell doesn't really get through, but all the missiles do. They're not mine. They're not, yours. The small launchers are mine, and they're directly on the sides. Why isn't it turning? Oh, the rudders aren't turning. Oh, it's trying to... Oh, that's why. You messed up the rudders. Wait, why aren't the rudders turning? They weren't turning at all. Why the heck is it so far up out of the water now? Yeah, this thing definitely needs pitch control. Wouldn't a large water propeller on the front bottom work? Because that'd be pretty easy to defend. Did that cram round just explode underneath it? Let me go check that. That's definitely the mailman. I am back. Did rudders just not work with something as big as this? I thought that rudders would be pretty cheap. Okay. Well, as long as it's functional. Oh, there's the rudders. And the cram turret's stuck. Do you... How do I fix that? I have to manually unstick it. Just setting up the restrictions. Oh, you set the restrictions up? Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't know if it would just, like, go there and then sit, or if it would actually try to spin all the way back around. There we go. So that should be better now. Why is the railgun only firing a single round? Is there a way to get the AI to only fire when the... Well, my main thinking is that most of the time this thing's going to be at too long of a range that nothing can hit the back. That's just my thinking. Since now it's hopefully going to be the only or several. And the only things that can hit the back of it is stuff at, what? And it's not... Well, it's not as much of a weak spot as you think it is, because it's still got some... Okay, never mind. No, there's... It's just a lot of metal back there. But I'm not kidding. Most things never hit the back of a turret, unless the turret is already dead. Now, I probably would put a back on it if it didn't have the superstructure there. And now it's time to set up a whole lot better anti-missile system. I don't think it needs identify... Does it need identify friend or foe? Okay. Just making sure. Ooh, I can probably cheapen out on the connectors. By doing this. Wait, why is there all of a sudden one more... What the heck got added? I wonder if I should adjust the thrust before locking. Actually, no, it should be. Should be fine. The IR camera probably... Yep. Yeah, the IR camera needs to be moved up, though. And why... Oh. What do you mean just leave what empty? And my question was, leave what empty? The little pockets on the side? Does it not? Doesn't it need the IR camera to detect missiles? Because that was the kind of the entire reason of those pods. It kind of needs to detect missiles above, to the front, and to the sides of it. It's cheaper to just use a 360-degree camera. And I don't really care about the looks of it. I personally thought it looked fine with the 360-degree camera. I'd rather have functionality besides just making it look good. Ooh. That is a I'm putting another connector on so I can have 3 more cards. Well, 2 more. Okay, that's about the max that that segment there can fit of cards. It's getting close to it. It'll only be able to carry it looks fine, man. Do the intercepting missiles already have a CIWS? No. Just have the IR set for channel 1. Dude, I don't really care for mimics. I kinda like how the coincidence rangefinder looked. Fire does a lot of damage. I'm gonna have to end the stream in about 8 minutes. But this, as long as it, can it turn? Can it turn, like, moderately well? Because I'd rather it be usable than just look good. There we go. Why did you set the fire rate down to 8? No. No, it can do more. Railguns fire all the rounds possible. There is no fire rate limit on railguns. Yeah. But if you increase it, then it fires a burst. Yeah, I'd rather... That's what was really nice about it, is that it fired a burst. So when it loads into battle, it'll fire a burst of all 7 rounds. Yeah. But guess what? It does a lot of damage. And it only does that... Yeah. Okay. Wait, why'd you reduce the capacity back down to 50? That's why I had it at 70. I had it at 70 and the railgun to use 10,000 charge per gun. So now, when it starts into the battle, it'll fire a burst of all 7 rounds, and it's capable of doing that with 70,000 capacity. And after that, it'll fire 1 round every... It'll fire at 8 rounds per minute afterwards. Doing this just allows it to fire a 7-round burst, so when the match starts and the gun is on target, then it'll do a lot of damage because it is heat fragmentary. And so I'd rather for it to be able to knock out the enemy's turret first, and then do the consistent damage afterwards. See? Now keep in mind, this probably isn't going to face super large targets at the beginning. Okay. I think white flyers or a lightning hood one is what this is going to face, because I already deleted the deep water guard. They're all dead. Yeah, I never even faced a crossbones. Oh yeah, it needs ground avoidance. Probably set it to like 20 meters. What did you do that disabled enemy movement? I'm going to delete it because that isn't really a good demonstrator, because I'm not even going to face those at all. White flyers or lightning hood is what I'm facing, I'm pretty sure. Do you remember? I think the white flyers is the area of land, right? No, right next to the deep water guard is the lightning hoods, and then it's the white flyers. Okay, so that's lightning hood. I don't know if I'll even face one of those. It is easy mode. Like, the largest thing I faced in Deepwater Guard was Orca. But if it can take that out, that would be really impressive, but I think it might be too fast. That's not gonna hit. Did the railgun get a chance to reload? Because it takes like 2 minutes to reload each round. Oh, there we go. Got some hits. That's probably from the railgun. That's some hits with the missile. The lasers are starting to go low. Oh, it has shields. Ah, that's what I forgot. Dang. Well, I don't know. Because it's 40 minutes till the... In the campaign, it's 40 minutes till the... till the council meeting. So I can still... I hopefully can choose either between the Lightning Hoods or the White Flyers. But it's just they're the two areas of land right next to the Deepwater Guard. But I'll still have the Tornado Type 3. Probably 2 of them with the Hurricane. So actually, more accurate depiction. Did that spawn out on the wrong side? It shouldn't have. Okay, no. And Tornado Type 3. So this would be probably approximately the battle fleet. So this definitely would drain the laser. Just the sheer amount of missiles. Okay. Yeah, I noticed that. I was watching Laugh, the YouTuber. That's kind of how I made my cram cannon. That's how I got the idea for it anyways. Like, I knew that the Lightning Hoods were a lot more, like, fast vehicles and a lot of lasers. But I already had an idea for that Hurricane. And so I thought might as well get the idea put down so that I can have one of those, like, real high-level... Is it dropping mines? Are those... Oh, that's a bunch of small torpedoes. Oh. I could probably auto-restart this. Let all the vehicles reload and such.
Receiving. 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 Receiving.
Oh!
Receiving.
The one Tornado's AI got slapped. Okay. The Tornadoes definitely need improvement then. Alright, so probably shouldn't... But then again, like I said, the likelihood of me going against that is unlikely. Probably something... let's see. Probably something in medium. Oh. Oh, it would only be easy designs, wouldn't it? Okay, so that thing might be a little bit... Isn't that what the difficulties mean, right? Like easy difficulty in the campaign? Because, granted, it is my first time, and I only have 200 hours in this game. McTinney. Ooh. Okay, I need... Oh, that's what I forgot. Okay, I'll work on uh, the Hurricane later, because it needs sonar detection and torpedoes. That's why I was going to... Dang it. Alright, but the Lightning Hoods... Yeah, the Submarine I think would be the scariest. Let's see, Tempest... Solaris. One second.